Just another M12 draft Swiss. Oh yeah, and here we get started. Oh, what a disappointing rare. But I like reassembling skeleton, though I don't think it's necessarily first pick. Well, ouch. That's a blank pack. Number of creature cards from your graveyard. I don't know. Cost 7 mana, 3 black. You remove stuff of your graveyard, and it might be something like a 3/3 for 4. Who knows? Ice Cage as a removal card might be interesting too. That's about it. A Goblin Tunneler can be fun. Harbor Serpent is useful, but yeah, I stay with a skeleton and hope for better in the next pack. Master Thief. Well, bad luck. Brink of Disaster is better than I thought. Plummet destroys flyers. Nearly all decks have flyers in M12. A Lava Axe or a maybe Shock Goblin. Of course, Rock Egg is quite okay. A Lava Axe can deal 5 damage, but the downside is you can't target it on creatures. I think I'm pretty screwed here. Well, I take this black, but it's not the best. Okay, more blue. So Azure Mage is fine. I might take that. Hellhound is okay-ish, I guess. Llanowar Elves is quite okay. It's a fine mana acceleration. And later on, if you got overrun, you can get in for quite a lot. Trollhide is quite okay. Yeah, so I think I take the Azure Mage. Okay, so blue keeps coming up, although Master Thieves are not the best. Ring Flash is okay as a removal. Shock is okay too. Would I like to pick Shock here? Oh, draw and discard. A Looter is here still in this pack. Although I like this removal spell, I think the Looter is overall better. Draw and loot through your deck and find the good cards you want to play. I don't think so, but I might hope the Ring Flash comes back. We will see. Maybe even one of those many Master Thieves comes back. I wouldn't mind playing one of those, at least in the sideboard. Okay, this Blood Rage Vampire is quite okay. If you get it going with Blood Rage. Okay, maybe this and the Sacha Ghoul would be playable. But I think it's so much card disadvantage to throw 2 cards away for, well, with the reassembling skeleton and the Azure Mage? I don't know. I think Blood Rage is effectively the better card here. If it comes back, I think I might take it. Alright, a Phantasmal Bear is quite okay. So it keeps getting better here, I guess. I don't think Hideous Visage is what I need. Act of Treasure. Stave Off is quite a good card. Taste of Blood would get the Blood Rage going, but I think there are better ways, more effective. Like hitting your opponent with one of your guys, removing his guys before combat, and then hitting. So Act of Treasure, or I think I want to take away this Act of Treasure, and reds seem to be a bit open, so maybe I can pick something interesting there. A Firing Hellhound would not be the worst, but I think to not to commit to too many colors, Swift Boots is here much better. Can be used in any deck, any colors we end up, so I want that. Could have a Harbor Serpent, which I actually like quite well, but I think I rather take first this removal spell, and I feel like I can have a Harbor Serpent later on from one of the next packs. So for example here, or I don't think I want to pick this Goblin. Let's cost sort this for a moment. I could use a Cutthroat, but maybe there are better creatures in the 4 slot, so I take first the Harbor Serpent. Something for the red plan, cause I think this does quite nothing, and I don't think I want a Demon's Horn. So Slaughtercry. Oh, well, the Ring Flash came really back. I am quite astonished, and it looks like one of those thieves. No, none of those 3 thieves. Well, one came back, but I took the Ring Flash over it, obviously. Zombie Infestation. I don't think that I play that. Gravedigger is nice. Oh, I love Honor of the Pure, but oh man, we didn't pick any white. Huh. Oh, the Vampires. Outcasts. That should be the pick here. Frostbreath, Gravedigger, I would love to pick them. Shock is nice. Flash Freeze, Alluring Siren. Well, hope we will see something of this pack later on, and hope this doesn't end in a mono white deck, which we will have to beat later. Well, let's take the Outcasts. And Reinforcements. Good white stuff. Ouch. Chandra's Outrage. I'm not in the double red here. So, I think the best card for this deck here is the Gravedigger. Yeah, I'll hide this here. And let's hide the lands. Timely Reinforcements is tempting. And Gideon's Lawkeeper is good. Tappers are always good, especially against against phantasmal creatures. But I try to stick with the black plan here and take this. Oh, and another tapper. Well, obviously the Doomblade here is going to be the pick. And more Chandra's Outrage. Wow. I would have loved to be white with Honor of the Pure and 2 Gideon's Lawkeepers and what else there was in the packs, and the timely reinforcements, yeah. But Doomblade is fine. There's such a ghoul again. Maybe if you discard the stuff by the zombie infestation and then later on use such a ghoul to play a really big creature. But I think a Zengir vampire is much better. Much better. 5 slot. Yeah, and we were right about the 4 slot stuff here. That's much better than this cutthroat creature. Child of Night would be nice. So also reassembling skeleton. Devouring Swarm is versatile and fine. The Avon Fleetwing is something to think about too. Well, it's another 4 drop, and those are quite fine so far, and we're a bit weak on on 3 mana. What of the Unreal, Noseworthy, 2 Noteworthy. Yeah, but the Devouring Swarm fits in here. And another Gravedigger, I would love to take that. Oh man, and more of the reinforcements. Not without reason this card is worth some tickets. Dark Favor, I wouldn't mind picking that, but a Gravedigger has so much value in a black deck, so in any deck you can play, which you play it. Ring Flash, fine. Divination, I would love to pick that. Yeah, but for the moment I settle with another Gravedigger. So I think I can hide the red for the moment. A Dust Counter Bat. Not the worst, not the worst. One of those unblockable spirits would be nice as a Bloodthirst enabler. So far we got 1, 2, yeah, 2, and maybe now the 3rd bloodthirsty creature. So I pick it. Bloodseeker is not exactly the Bloodthirst enabler because it's only life loss which it creates. So I rather would like the Child of Night, which is quite a nice beater with the lifelink ability, fine. Well, that can be nice in this discard with the zombie infestation and all the stuff. I never tried to draft one of those decks. Maybe I should think more about it, build an archetype in theory, and then I can think about playing that. So I could take this Alluring Siren for signals for blue, but I think Brink of Disaster. Well, the Alluring Siren could work fine with the Zengir Vampire, I guess. So I take that. But I don't think I need another Siren. But I could think about playing a second Ice Cage. Target creature an opponent controls. Yeah, I think an Ice Cage is better than the Siren. Well, some of my guys are already flying, but let's take that as a sideboard if my opponent is flyers only. Don't think I will ever play that card, so I'd rather hide this white card. That might even end up in the deck. Divination is fine, something for the 3 mana slot. So black and blue seem to be kinda open here. Time renewal. Time reversal. Not sure what use this would bring. Well, as everyone who sees me drafting knows, I love dragons. 4/4 flyers, hasty stuff and everything. And I always end up thinking about adding one of those in my deck, off-color splashed, if I get the offer like here. Although a Tormented Soul would fit nicely in for the Vampire Outcasts. But I feel like I have to pick that away here, and if this pick is wasted, then it's wasted. If I get a dual land or a mana lead or something, then I feel like I would like to splash this. Oh man, and an Oblivion Ring. But I'm so not in white. Phantasmal Dragon, which is a wonderful dragon too. Another Devouring Swarm, Blood Rage Vampire. I fear I won't see any of those good cards here later. Or maybe the Bloodseeker or the Distressful Table. But I feel obliged to take this beautiful dragon here too. Mesmerist, not what I'm seeking. Cancelled, maybe. The Web, the Jade Mage, nice. I love this picture, and she's got a nice ability. Dropping those sap rollings to the board. Don't think I need this 5-drop, although I quite have no 5-drops, but many good 4-drops. Cancel might be the decision here. Yeah, looking at this pack here, cancel is what I want. Sitting back and having a hard counter in my hand can be a good position with this deck. Position? Position. Maybe I could take this 5-drop. I'm quite loaded with 2-drops, and I don't want another Child of Night, although it's a nice creature. A mana lead would be really cool now. Another... Oh! There's the land I need. Combust, okay. Blue or white. Not the best against me, but quite good, I guess. Chasm Drake is not the worst here, but Ring Flash would be okay too, to have a second one. Ponder would be playable, but I want this Dragon Skull Summit here as a mana fixing. Do I want to end turns on my turn to stop my opponents from doing something? Or a good 3-drop? I guess I want this to replace the Warpath Goo. So, Team Blaze, catch HK. Huh. I would play those all those. This can be hidden. Zombie infestation. I already got one of those. Maybe another ice cage, or remove this, which would be annoying. Don't think I need more than 2 ice cages, do I? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, maybe the ice cage even will table. So yeah, I think I remove this celestial perch here. Another brink of disaster, or another divination. Could even take the chasm drake too. Well, let's have a look here. I think I hide this and take it in as a sideboard option. Those I would like to play 25. So still cuts to be made. Huh. Well, okay, I took the Chasm Drake. Maybe I should have... Oh, a Tormented Soul. I really appreciate this gift. Distress and another Blood Rage Vampire. They can be big. Zombie Goliath. I don't think I need a Zombie Goliath because I have the Chasm Drakes. So I rather remove this here or the Mighty Leap. I think the life gain blocker would annoy me the most. Cutthroat, Bindlebore, don't think it matters. Ponder. And more lifelink stuff. Okay. I'm not sure if I need to play those Swift Boots, although Hexproof and Haste might be interesting, but it's kind of anti-synergetic with the Blood Rage, because Blood Rage only happens after the combat, and so you probably don't want to play your creature before the combat, but the haste part of this card is only helpful if you play the creature before the combat. So I don't know how good this combines. So would I play the Alluring Siren main deck just for the chance to allure some weak creatures into my one single vampire? I think it might not be worth the trick. Okay, that's 24 cards, and I would love to splash a Volcanic Dragon. But I'm not sure if I need to or even should. So I have this as an option. And Ponder. Okay, I don't think I want to play this. This might be playable. So, there's the dragon. Okay, let's take this into consideration, I guess. 24 cards, and so far nice mana curve, average cost of 3, which is not too bad. I should remove one card here, So what I could do is remove a Chasm Drake for a Volcanic Dragon. This is a 3/3 and has this ability of giving someone flying. This is a 4/4. Of course, this 4 toughness is an argument because it doesn't get killed by an Incinerate or smaller creatures. 5/5. So what would I need to do is play the Dragon Skull Summit and two more real mountains, and then hope to draw my mountains, which is quite possible because I play a looter and one divination at least. But it might sit on my hand as a 6 mana 4/4 Flying Haste uncastable, which would be awful. Okay, 6 turns later, 13 cards, which is well past a third, no, which is quite a third of the deck. So obviously if I have it in my starting hand, it's a mulligan. And I would have to remove 2 cards here. And the deck looked quite well before the dragon already. I could of course play it this way and put the Harbor Serpent aside for time being and side the Harbor Serpent in if my opponent is blue, because having a 5/5 unblockable for 6 mana is quite a thing. So okay, this seems to be this plan. So I have to remove 1 card here, which would be when I have the Azure Mage for card draw 2. I love those Blood Rage vampires. Say they're such a beating if they're played Blood Raged on turn 3. And 2 of those Gravediggers are great. Well, the Phantasmal Dragon is good if my opponent has no targeted stuff. Sketches. I didn't pick up any Frost Breaths. So if I only play 2 Blood Rage Vampires to have 1 more flyer main deck, and then I can sideboard out the dragon if it's a problem, the Phantasmal Dragon it's a problem, take in the Serpent if the opponent plays blue, use more ground force if it seems appropriate. My opponent has very slow deck and I can bash in with a 3-drop or a 2-drop, and then I don't have so many 2-drops, do I? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here 1, 2 small guys too. So add land, suggest. I think it's a 7/7/2, and the 17th land is the Dragon Skull Summit. Is this alright? Or would I even add one more mountain just to be sure? So I have this two cards, this three cards with double black, and this two cards with double blue. I think I would even add one mountain from here. So I could have three cards which might be bad. If I have all three mountains in my starting hand, I think that would be catastrophe. But I rather want these big guys here flying than, well, I have to take a mulligan. It seems like a problem. Yeah, I'm willing to give this a shot.